And there's the what? The pop in?
Oh, I see.
The pop in, we didn't just do you pop in and I'm like,
Yeah, without the music playing, I have no idea.
right when we're up. Just waiting on a voice. So, welcome back, people. Antisocial Experience, episode 88, a special Wednesday night edition
Yeah.
of the show. We had a couple things Sunday. We had a failure, catastrophic almost failure on Sunday's show. It was kind of a downer show, just like not really any energy. Tried talking about something without. You had more knowledge than me that I felt that day.
Yeah.
Talking about something, and then massive failure. SD card failed. We didn't have the take. Now, granted, we could pull the audio from
For the live stream,
Yeah.
that went out. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean I've done that before in the past, but I don't know. I might do it again. I'm not quite sure. Other than that, after that happened, I could not. It took me a whole day, like Monday, about 6 o'clock. Monday, the next day, when I came to the studio here and was doing some stuff, I finally figured out. I even called the company that makes our recorder interface mixer. Called them to like, hey, is there any way that take is still on the mixer somewhere? And they're like, no.
Oh.
And they're like, if it's not on the card, it's not there. Check in every other folder. It's supposed to check everything. I listened to all the takes on there. Wasn't there.
Okay.
So the card, it just had a failure where it's like write protected. You can't add nothing to it. You can't delete anything from it. After that happened Sunday night, I'm debating, like, man, I'm just going to sell all this equipment cheap to get it gone, get it out of my sight. I have no business doing it.
Yeah, you have a meltdown like that once every few
No,
weeks.
no business touching these electronics. What am I thinking?
Yeah. I'd say it's about once a month.
Stupid ass monkey. What are you doing with these mics? No, so yeah, that was my Sunday night. Monday, I figured the problem out, and I was like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't sell my shit.
Yeah. Hey, man, growing pains, learning
Right.
curve.
Right. But anyhow, without Sunday, we wouldn't be here today. Because Sunday was kind of the inspiration for today's show. Right?
Yeah.
I think so anyways. I don't know what you think, but that's what I'm saying. Sunday inspired today's show. We got the auto shill going. Real quick, let's hop how do I do it? Let's hop up here real quick. We're going to pull up the website antisocialexperience.com. Even though we don't have a link for this there, you just have our social media. You got the Facebook webpage. I'm going to go ahead and refresh it. And then also our YouTube channel. We'll refresh it as well, and we'll probably see that we're live. Check us out on any one of those places. Our main home on the internet, the website, but work in progress. We need to extend the day. You know how they have daylight savings?
Okay.
Like there's daylight savings, and that's like to give, like, I guess farmers and people growing food and whatnot. Pretty important job.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it's for them, like, so they're on schedule and you know what I mean? Because they were done it then, and our stuff can kind of compensate for it now. But
Yeah.
whatever. Regardless, we need more than 24 hours in a day. Like, we gotta.
All right. So you just want to make up more time, kind of?
No, I think we gotta move the Earth further out, like more toward the edge of that Goldilocks zone. So it takes.
Okay.
would that make a day longer or a year?
It would make it would make a day on Earth longer, but you're still gonna whatever you call the unit of time, you're still gonna.
No, that would make the year longer because you'd be taking longer to go around the sun. So we need to make the Earth bigger. That way it's more out to spin. Yeah, so we need to make a bigger Earth. If anybody's got any ideas, antisocialexp@gmail.com. We can make this Earth a lot bigger. Get more people in on the fun.
Yeah, but it's still just gonna. It's not gonna actually change time. Well, I mean, at a small level, but.
So, yeah, today's show, after that failure, I was like, let's just talk about failures in general. I mean, I have blunders daily. You know something I do? And I've like gotten pretty ragey about it sometimes. Is I'll be looking for something that I'm holding in my hand.
That happens occasionally, but I don't
I've done that. I don't know. How many times do you think you've done it in your life?
I don't know, here and there.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably 4 or 5 times. I've been like mad. Like, I just had it. It was here.
See, I don't get mad about that when I'm looking for something.
Yeah. Like, Who moved it? Who got it? Like I'm questioning the cats, the kids. Did you take it?
I
And
find
yeah, you know what I mean?
okay. So when I'm looking, this is a weird blunder or whatever, a fail. But when I'm looking for something, I'll look in the fridge, even though it's something I'm looking like my car keys. Something that
Oh
has no
yeah,
business being in the fridge. I'll still look in the fridge.
yeah. I do that too.
Yeah.
When I do that though, is I'll be like, I'll get up and be going to the fridge to get something,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't go to the fridge. I'll like turn and go whatever toward my bathroom, and I'm like, wait,
Getting on like a wrong mental pathway
yeah,
of
I'm
what
like,
you're doing.
what? I don't need nothing down here. I was going to the fridge, so I turn around, go back into the bedroom, sit down, and I'm like, oh, dumbass, you wanted to go to the fridge. So I get up, repeat it, make the wrong turn again, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to the fridge. I don't need to be down here. So then I head to the fridge. By the time I get out there, I'm like, what did I even come out here for now? Give up and go away.
Yeah, that happens from time to time.
Yeah. So those are personal fails. I know there's gag fails on the internet, and I think you're going to bring up some of it, but not to the extent I did. Jackass did it with the, I think they did a car seat on a car roof.
Mm.
But I think, funny enough, I think some people have done that, and other people that saw it were like, whoa, whoa, like freaking out, even when it was just a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's something to freak out about.
Right, a
Yeah.
kid being on a roof.
Yeah.
That's a kind of a personal fail, like,
But I mean, if you put coffee on the roof of your car, that's funny. Like,
oh,
that
yeah.
happens to everybody.
yeah. With my RC stuff. And I don't have one here, but I literally, day I got it, I ordered a nice GoPro branded lens protector to go over the lens of the GoPro. Got it, went out, did some flying with it on one of my drones, put it on a couple planes, or on the wing on a plane, took it around, got done with it. To get the GoPro out of the last cage that, like the holder for the airplane it was on, you have to take the lens protector off because that's how it mounts. Like a ring goes around the lens, and the lens protector goes on and like holds it in place. Took it off, set it on my car roof, packed everything up, driving down the road. I hear it ting ting ting. I looked for it everywhere. My best guess was it went down in a drain that was along the road because it was right in that area where I heard it flip and.
Yeah. Cell phones. My wife left the cell phone on the roof of the car one time.
Got ran over.
Yeah, ran it over. Yeah.
Did you found it though?
She found it. Yeah, nothing you can do about that.
No.
And then, a fail I had. So this is back when I drank, like 2021, and we were grilling outside the apartment building in like an apartment we were staying at, and I kept the grill way too close to like the apartment building itself.
Ooh.
And we were using wood because there was like just a little patch of like woods behind the apartment, and it melted the vinyl siding going like 10, 15 feet up. We're just having it.
Oh.
Yeah, not having it too close.
Yeah, that's no good, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It didn't happen to me. This similar story with heat. Now, I don't know if trash was being burnt and then car pulled in, or car pulled in and then somebody went to burn trash.
Okay.
Anyhow, a propane tank or something, maybe it was aerosol, maybe it wasn't propane, some kind of some kind of compressed like accelerant in a can ended up getting burnt when my brother was home visiting. And he's parked a couple feet away, far enough that a big raging fire from like a trash barrel, wind would have had to move the flames like 10, 15 feet, probably about 15 to get the car. Didn't happen that way. Something blew up and blew hot ash all over the paint.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I got one. So we were at a party at someone's house, and there was a bonfire. And this one is attributed to Pope Jones.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is he coming back in here? We got to continue that saga.
Yeah, we got to get
He's going to get back in the chair? Eventually?
Eventually, yeah.
All right.
So he throws an unopened bottle of beer into a huge bonfire.
Ooh.
Like, we're talking the embers of this bonfire were as big as some bonfires. You know what I mean? Like, using pallets and shit. like really pumping it up there. And he throws that in, and he's standing in front. He's standing like a foot in front of the fire with like a walking stick, just like kind of tapping the fire here and there.
Oh wow.
And half hour goes by.
No.
Half hour goes
No.
by. I'm sitting like 25 feet away from the fire. I'm like back away from it, and I hear it from there. I hear a like a whizzing, like a pressure.
Yeah.
And then
it's something pressurized leaking.
And then and not only that, we had been taking opened empties and just melting them in that fire all night because it was hot enough to melt glass.
Right. Yeah. You can do that.
Yep. And then you just hear that, and then just boom.
Yeah.
That whole pile of embers and molten glass just goes flying. And like little chunks hit like around me, but like not too close or with much force. But
dude, molten glass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would burn.
Oh yeah. Like luckily there was only like I think like 2 or 3 like cuts. It wasn't bad. Like nobody got burned horribly, except for Pope Jones, and he was standing like right in front of it.
Damn. Go off axis just a little from that, if you would. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, like the main.
All right.
When you're talking, it's cutting in, but we can't do nothing about it. I'm working on it.
There we go.
Constant thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as bad. That was our workaround last time.
Yep.
Let's move the blunder scale up a little bit.
All right.
Like where do you go to? Like if you're setting your phone on your roof, your coffee. What's next after that? Like what level?
Losing $1,000 cash.
Oh yeah.
Somebody I knew won the lottery, like scratch offs, but
lost
like
the winnings.
lost the winnings, fell out of the pocket.
That'd be a sad day, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a chunk of change for your most like average people, your common person. That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially if it's somebody where if you know anybody, and I've had lots of times in my life, heck, even some days now, $1 is a lot of money. $1 can be a lot of money.
Mm.
I mean, in 2019, it still can be, believe it or not. Because when you're $1 short, you're like, damn, I need $1. I don't have it.
Yeah.
I got to go get it. You know,
Yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've lost. I think the biggest amount I've ever lost, like dropped, was $500. That was in a wallet, and that it was more than 500 in the end because there was credit card. You know what I mean? It took time and money. I had Social Security card I had that I lost, ID, driver's license. I had to go get a new copy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that took some time. But losing money. Now, what about when you're one of the people that loses money because you got a vice and addiction? Like you just have to. Is that on the same level or
Nah.
nah?
Nah, that's kind of just yeah.
Oh, okay. So money. When do we want to get to the good scale, man?
What like
The good scale blunders. All right, what do you got? You got a scale, man. What's the
I don't know.
scale? We was talking about it.
yeah, then getting your car towed.
Car toad's a pretty bad one. I've had that happen.
Yeah.
I had that happen from my work. My car was parked at my work in an employee parking lot beside every other employee's car that was there. And out of all of them, mine got towed.
Weird. That was just an error or something? Or?
Well, I talked to the tow truck guy. He's like, yeah, you're working overnight, but you weren't working I didn't see your car there last night, so I figured it was just somebody trying to hide in the employee lot. And I'm like, I didn't work last night. I'm like, how... him using that judgment. Well, I worked last night. You weren't working last night.
So he towed it in the morning still, like during normal hours is when.
No, he towed it. I worked overnight.
Okay.
At the place, and he worked that night, and he's like, your car wasn't here last night when I was working.
Oh, so it just didn't fit the lineup of normal overnight cars.
Right.
Oh,
and I'm like, well, I didn't work last night.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you have checked?
Yeah.
Like, hey, employees,
yeah.
I always see your cars here. Is that guy work here, or?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no. Didn't matter. I had to pay $60 to get it back.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. The store didn't. My work didn't even pick up the tab on that one. It was out of my pocket.
Damn.
How about? I have some experience with this because thinking of that job made me think of this. Did you ever try like dicking around in your car when you're in snow, like getting the car to swerve a little?
Not in a while.
But you have.
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever tried playing around in the snow and actually taking it off the road because you
Oh, because you messed up.
you way
Yeah.
underestimated?
Nah, I'd always go to like an empty parking lot if I was
Yeah.
gonna mess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that. I mean, not bad. No destruction of the car, nothing like that. But still a blunder. I was playing around on the road, down in a ditch. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that was right after. And maybe I don't know. Maybe my nerves got shaken. But when I was on the way home from said job where I got towed, okay, I'm coming home, coming up the mountain. I'm doing I think 30, maybe 35 tops because it's snowing. It's crazy, man. It's like wintertime. I'm coming home. The road is covered. There's no tracks ahead of me. This big, like a big 4-wheel drive, jacked up truck came by me. It must have been doing like 80, 90 through that snow. Now, granted, I was driving a little slow, being careful,
Mm-hmm.
and they were driving a lot fast, being a dangerous, reckless asshole
Yeah.
on the road. So anyhow, they come flying by, and it scared me like a little bit when they came by. So I'm already a little shaken from that. I kind of did like swerve away from them because I thought they were going to hit me when they were coming up. They're just coming so fast. I really couldn't judge all the snow flying, but whatever. After they got past, and they didn't even stop. I know they could have seen me if they were looking in their mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I got the car. When I thought I got it back under control, it slid. So I'm like trying to counter steer for each time it's sliding on the road. And I didn't. I ended up back, forth, over, went left hard, tried to counter steer, and the car just spun around. And I ended up sliding through the snow like backwards up against one of the rock walls coming up the mountain. Like I didn't touch it, but I was like right there. And then my dumbass, after that experience, on the way home, I get to a back road. I'm like, oh, I'm going to slide around a little, don't, down in a ditch. And I'm like, yeah, I'm dumb. I don't learn.
Yeah.
Don't learn. Just about to get wrecked, you know. Here I am trying it again.
Yeah, similar one. I had like a little Ford Escort. This was
Dude, those cars are great.
yeah. This was in high school, and I thought
What year?
97, and
Yeah, they're okay.
they're all right. But I was like, oh man, this is like a rally car. Man, I took that thing places you really shouldn't take a Ford Escort back
Rally
then.
car.
Yeah, and
Shit. Oh,
I got it stuck up to like halfway, 3/4 up the wheel in mud one time.
Ooh.
And instead of just waiting for a truck to like pull me out or something,
Right.
I was just blew the transmission out.
Tranny or engine?
The transmission that time.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's bad, man.
yeah. That was an idiot blunder there.
That,
Yeah,
yeah. I never blew. Never, not on that level, man.
yeah.
Didn't put oil in, lost an engine.
Yeah.
I was on the way to get oil, to be fair.
Yeah,
I should have just got a ride.
yeah.
But dumb me drove the car. All right, man, let's up the scale. What else do you got for me, Tim? Spread the word.
Up from that, I don't know because
You're starting to get into other people, not personal stuff.
Because my blunders aren't that
Aren't
extreme
that big.
past that.
What are you saying? Hindenburg?
Hindenburg, Titanic, yeah.
What was the whole thing with the Hindenburg? That was, what, hydrogen?
Yeah,
And that shit blows up.
yeah.
But it made shit float, too, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty cost-effective way of like moving stuff around. Like, but yeah, it was just dangerous. Yeah,
Dangerous. Did anybody die in that?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
yeah.
Hydrogen, man. Also, throwback to an earlier episode if you haven't seen it. The only time that the U.S. mainland was attacked was with hydrogen balloons.
Yeah.
Check it out, Japan. Something they did. You have to go back. It's I don't know, a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
Hindenburg, man. Titanic. That was something I always kind of not really fascinated with. But my dad, he liked that stuff. Any type of old wrecks or
Yeah.
any disaster stuff and then they found it and whatever.
Yeah, that was some some blundering led to that. Like,
Well, that ship was overly like big, right? Didn't they build it to be unsinkable?
yeah, they did, but there was a lot like with the navigation. They were they were going too fast for the conditions too, and didn't have enough lifeboats for everybody on board.
Yeah, you would think
Yeah.
that if you're gonna have people, yeah, did they how what did they go by on that one? Like, oh, it's unsinkable. We don't need enough boats for everybody.
Well, I
Was that
actually,
the reasoning?
well, I guess maybe they might have figured too, because I've seen like other like ship sinkings from around the same time, and they take like hours. You know what I mean? Like they don't just instantly
Oh, be
sink.
able to go back and forth, keep saving them.
Yeah, like that had like the one I did look up on by the time it like was sinking, like there were like 4 or 5 other ships there.
Right.
But I think it was closer to New York. It was closer to a port.
Right.
So,
That was just out
yeah, that was just out there.
in the Atlantic, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna say that yeah. I think being somewhat short on lifeboats and stuff was they got to that
Didn't help. Yeah.
they got to that reality by having the confidence of unsinkable. Do you know what I mean?
Confidence if something went wrong. Yeah, that like other ships would be there in no time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other ships will be here. We ain't gonna need other ships. It's unsinkable. Blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. Impressively big though. Like I don't
yeah.
think I've ever seen a ship the size of it, like in real life.
There are cargo ships that are like way bigger now.
Right.
Yeah.
And what are the ones yachts that people? Is there yachts bigger than that?
Cruise ships.
Cruise ships.
Yeah.
So cruise ship would be on scale with it.
Yeah, that's kind of
some
what
bigger.
it was. It was like a passenger / cruise liner. Yeah.
Yeah. Titan. Ooh. So Titanic and the Hindenburg. What a. What. How can we make it more personal, man? Like, what's I'm trying to think of a way to make it more personal on that level. I guess, yeah, really can't unless you're building stuff, designing stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like there's just all kinds of ways to mess up. What about? Did you ever take a job? Take a job that maybe you're like, I know I'm not gonna like this, but I'm gonna take it anyways. When you were a kid, not when you got to the land of I've got a family responsibility, all that. But like, did you ever take a job that you like? Look, I'm not gonna like this. I know I'll quit, but I'm just gonna
For the
try it
time
anyways.
being. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
I did that once. I think I made it like 3 days. I'm like, I'm out.
Well, I've never been not like I don't know. I run into like I don't know, I'm picky man.
What's that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Blunders. Oh, what about? Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. It's evading me. What about like overhyped movies and stuff? Because that kind of goes in with the hype thing. But like, can you think of anything? What do you got? You're
Epic
laughing.
fails. So it's kind of a meme, but what was it called? Oh man. I think it's called Tiptoes.
Tiptoes.
Yeah. That was a hype movie.
What? It's an actual movie.
It's an actual movie. Like,
No, it's not.
I'm surprised how it even got made back then. But
Really?
yeah,
Tiptoes?
Gary Oldman plays a little person.
Official trailer from 2003.
Yeah, it's
So, Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
Gary Oldman plays a dwarf. Cynical reviews. What was the movie where they had like Robert Downey Jr., Benicio del Toro, a whole bunch of people playing different races of people than what they were?
Oh, Tropic Thunder.
Is that what it was?
That was Robert Downey Jr. played a black guy in that.
Let's see who's in the cast to see if I'm right.
It's Ben Stiller, Jack
Black, Tom
Robert
Cruise.
Downey,
Is there more to it than that, though? Brandon Jackson, Jay Baruchel, Steve. I'm not seeing him, man.
No, that one didn't have
Benicio in it.
No,
Are you sure?
no.
There was a lot of people
There's a
in
lot of people in Tropic Thunder. Yeah.
it. Who? How do you even spell that? I'm getting there, people. I can't type and talk.
I can't think of a movie where Benicio del Toro.
Where they were both together?
Well, yeah. Actually, now you say that, yeah.
All-Star Weekend, but I don't think that's what. That's not what I'm thinking of. Maybe it was Tropic Thunder because Robert Downey Jr. was in it.
Yeah, he played a black dude. Yeah.
Yeah, and what was that even about? I didn't see it.
So it was about a group of like actors making a war movie, but they weren't acting real enough. So they were gonna like take them on like a little training thing, like a little mock thing,
Like a mock-up
like a mock up to like kind of get them in the
war zone.
headspace. Yeah.
Okay.
But then the producer gets killed, and then they end up stumbling into an actual war zone and really getting captured.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that's the premise.
Talk about blunders. Okay. And I'm not in any way is this trying to go out and hurt, offend, whatever, anybody. But if it does, hey, we're sorry. In advance.
Yeah.
In advance. How come some people have gotten away like with blackface and others haven't?
Well, you haven't seen too much blackface these days.
Right. But didn't who's the late night dude?
Which late night dude?
Name a couple of the late night guys. Not
Like-
Letterman. Like
All from the past or
no, current.
Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel,
Who's
Jimmy
another one?
Fallon.
Did Jimmy Fallon do it?
I don't think so. The two most recent examples of blackface being done, like in a movie or TV show, I can think of is Tropic Thunder, and then It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, conservative critics call out Kimmel and Fallon's past blackface.
Oh, okay.
So Kimmel and Fallon both did it.
I didn't hear, but it was probably like in the 80s or 90s or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's when I'm saying recent, I'm saying like our lifetime.
Well, the two I just like brought up, or I guess from about like 10 years ago now, Tropic Thunder is
Right.
10 years older, but It's Always Sunny keeps doing it here and there.
Really? They
Yeah.
keep slipping that in?
Well, they do it as part of a bit, like a running premise they have throughout multiple episodes of where they keep remaking, not remaking, but making more sequels to Lethal Weapon,
Oh,
like kind of like fanfic,
like
sequel-
fan-made?
yeah, like fan made sequels, and like they keep switching roles, like between Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. They keep
Okay.
switching the character roles,
All
who
right.
they're portraying, and one of them, Mac, wears blackface when he's portraying Danny Glover.
Okay.
And then when they switch, though, Dennis does the voice, but not the blackface.
Okay.
Like he'll put on a black voice.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, would it be... I don't watch the show. Okay. I really don't watch it. You do.
Yeah, I've seen it. But,
Okay. So would it be as funny? Maybe would it still be as funny without that addition if they were still doing the same thing and the one dude doing the voice and the other one whatever acting like
that's the thing. Like it is.
without that? Does
'Cause
it really add that much of a dynamic to the show? Like you know what I mean?
Because it's a little bit of because they're satirizing just blackface and stuff in general. I feel
Right.
You know, like they're kind of lampooning on the subject. You know.
I don't know.
But I guess it works in the context.
Right.
Yeah.
Not everybody looks at that though. Like there's
No.
got to be some people that hate that.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that's really a problem with the world today. Not blackface or the people that disagree with it, but
Yeah.
no matter what you do, you can probably, if you look, you can probably easily find somebody that doesn't agree with what you're doing.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
And I don't know, man. I just think some of it's gone too far
Yeah.
with the whole words. I don't know. Today's world does not resemble the world I grew up in.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what I mean? As a kid, even though it's the same place,
Yeah.
just years later. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it's all going to, because if you try to make everybody happy, what are you going to have left in the end? Not much.
You can't make everybody happy.
Right. But what if we try?
I don't know.
What if we
man.
go for that 100% approval?
It's statistically impossible.
Come on, man. We can
Big-
do it. We can do it. Let me look this up here. I just got a good idea. Hindenburg. I remember before the show talking about blunders, and you brought one. I'm like, oh, we're going that big, huh?
Yeah.
TV. Okay, let's see how. Oh. Let me mute this before an ad comes out, people,
Oh,
because I
boy.
know it's going to happen. Wow. Okay. Is that true? Eddie Murphy steps down as an Oscar host in 2011.
Why?
To develop, but I'm sure that the new production, something happened with the production team. Is that? I did not know that actually happened. I don't watch the Oscars though, so
No, I don't either. Uh,
what about this? Do you remember the Charlie Sheen interview?
what, Tiger's Blood winning
Yeah.
interview? Yeah.
Well, do you think that's something they should have like just openly put out there? Like that. I mean, granted, people wanted to see it, but do you think that could have been like on a delay and maybe they could have
I mean, nah.
I,
It was
it,
pretty. It was
dude,
pretty funny.
it
Like,
was pretty funny. It was
yeah.
great stuff, but is that do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the Super Bowl. When who was that? Timberlake and Jackson. Whenever
Yeah.
the nipple
Yeah.
slip thing happened or whatever.
The nip slip. Yeah.
Yeah. That if that was on a delay, they could have caught that. But I mean, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of live TV.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Anything can happen, man.
But it could still be live. But how much of a delay do you think you would need if you're a production team trying to not have any screw ups?
30 seconds.
Do you think 30 seconds? You don't think you're gonna have
10.
somebody there manning the button to like
10, 30
cut
seconds.
the commercial?
Yeah. Oh, what was it?
Like-
you ever watch Opie and Anthony?
What is it?
Opie and Anthony. You ever listen to them?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, apparently, like back in the day, they had a thing where they sent like a bunch of people around New York City to bang in certain places, like a kind of like a what's that thing called when you're a kid and you scavenger hunt, kind of like a scavenger hunt of banging.
Okay.
Like, and you get points for like here, and they had somebody doing it at a church. Your cigarette's in backwards.
Good call.
Yeah.
Man. Good luck.
That's always nasty. But yeah, so they were like, and because they had done stuff and got in trouble with the FCC before, they had like a bailout button too, and they had said like the delay was 30 seconds,
Yeah.
and they were like wondering, oh boy, like, because that's the one that got them fired from like terrestrial radio.
Well, we don't have any delay here. I mean, there is a delay from where we upload to the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, there's whatever that delay is, and it's random. Some days it's like 2 or 3 seconds. Other days it's like 30.
I guess it depends on like internet traffic. that
Yeah,
day.
it totally does. But I mean, like, we kind of do have some safety switches. I think this is one. Yep. So there's
Yeah.
one. We can black the screen out if we need to.
Yeah, but we don't have a set delay.
No. And then other than that, we got our normal standard.
We were muted just then.
Yeah, we were muted.
Oh,
So
okay.
you could hear me that whole time, but everybody out in the Googles on the line, they're
Let's
not
say-
hearing a word from us whenever I muted that.
Unless they read lips. Yeah,
Maybe, man. Who knows? But yeah, I try to keep it delay free here,
Yeah, we give it a
as
shot.
free as possible. You know, I can't control internet traffic.
It's not like we say a bunch of super outrageous shit, especially for the time, you know?
Correct.
We do try and be measured.
Yes. I think so.
Unless you're flattered. Well, okay, we went off occasionally. But
I hate. Okay. What the hell is happening over here, man? The internet's not working great. So, the thing I looked up, my pictures are refreshing. I'm seeing all these Hollywood TV faces.
mhm.
What's another word for blunder? Mistakes? Does mistakes work?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow. I got a list. Okay, so this is the most TV mistakes of all time. And this, I don't know how accurate this is coming up, okay? But going like The Simpsons, 1989 is when the show officially was a show. Throughout the running of it, there was 2,083 mistakes, I guess.
No. What constitutes a mistake? Though?
Yeah, who knows? I didn't click on it. I will, though. Friends, 1994, 1,497 mistakes. So let's check.
Are we talking like continuity errors? Like Chandler wasn't wearing the same shirt shot to shot? Like what, you know?
Possibly. Okay. All right, here's one from The Simpsons. Okay. Bart looks at the globe in whatever episode they're talking about, and he thought Rand McNally was a country, and was convinced that the citizens that wear hats on their feet and hamburgers eat what?
That sounds like nonsense, man.
Okay, entirely possible since Bart had a globe right there to refer to, even someone with his limited... Okay. This just looks like troll. Something dumb. See, the butt... Hold on. Episodes, quotes, mistakes. This is what I want. Okay, they're talking about audio problems, character mistakes, continuity mistakes.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a whole big list, but that was just the most recent one somebody added. Let's look up a continuity mistake.
Okay. I mean, did you hear about like the big continuity mistake this year that's like a meme now?
What's that? What is it?
Like one of the final episodes of Game of Thrones, there was like a coffee cup sitting on the table of the shot. Yeah.
There's the coffee cup, and then there's the water bottle down by the actor's feet. So, yeah, there's so much, you're making that show.
Yeah. That's big budget, man. Yeah.
And you don't catch this when you're editing?
Oh, bigger, but yeah.
You don't catch this shit when you're editing?
Yeah.
Dude, every week I take due diligence. I am on the ball. I just want to show the audience this, to show them how much work we do here to not have errors.
Mm-hmm.
There, you see that green foam back there? I know Tim's slightly out of frame, but that green foam behind me.
Oh, your green screen? Or...
No, man, that green foam.
I mean, what used to be
I
there?
I left it slightly in frame. No, behind me, directly behind me.
Oh, that
yes.
one. Oh, that
window.
That behind you, not that behind
That's a
you.
green screen. That's green foam.
Okay.
So the green foam, for the people that don't know the difference between cloth and foam.
There's a lot of green in here.
I know there is too much, but anyhow, I keep that foam in the window every week. I'm not gonna let the flat Earth be seen out that window. Okay.
Can't break the illusion, man.
Right. And if people were to see that, more people would become woke and aware online.
And then you'd be a piss poor shiller.
That's right.
Yeah.
I want to get paid. I got to get paid.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we keep the foam in the window to block out the evidence.
Yeah. At least he's honest about the shilling, though.
Right. Yeah. See? You got to lie to make money, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the name card display stand on Homer's desk appears after Mr. Burns interrupts him.
But not before.
Well, is that during...
I don't know, man.
Season 10, episode 13, Homer to the Max is when that happened. Let's find something older. TV mistakes. See, I used to watch that show, but as with anything, it just gets old.
Yeah, Simpsons, yeah, for sure.
How many, 30-some seasons?
Yeah, I watched some Family Guy, I watched some South Park, but those shows, eventually I just fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing from Family Guy, I don't even think they do it anymore. Do they do the evil monkey or whatever?
I imagine, probably.
The one that's in
Yeah.
throwbacks to it?
Yeah.
Probably, but is not a running thing like it was.
Well, who knows? I haven't watched that in a few seasons, so.
Yeah, I stopped watching years ago.
Actually, one of the cartoons I watched the most and rewatch is Venture Brothers, because it's been on since I was in high school, and there's still only on I think season 7 or 8. They take forever in between seasons, but I don't know. It's another kind of staying power, and it stays fresh.
Dude, here's what I want to know. Let me read this. All right, getting back to mistakes in all this. They see the foam, man. Everybody's going to be wondering about that. But who notices this shit?
People with way too much time on their hands.
Okay.
Or a professional editor. Those would be the two.
Now, we're talking Simpsons, the show in general. Continuity mistake. In the bit where they sit on the sofa at the start of each episode, there's a rather long bit there's a long extended version of that scene where it starts off, the Simpsons are dancing in a line, then it gradually evolves into a circus with elephants and men dancing around a fire. This person says if you look closely in between Homer's right leg and the dancing woman on his right, there's a pile of books on a little shelf underneath the lamp and the telephone. Just as the camera starts zooming out from the line of the dancing, the orange book on the left noticeably changes to purple. Who has time for this shit?
See, every once in a while I notice stuff like a color
Right.
change or something like that, but yeah, it doesn't like it's not gonna ruin my day.
Right, but this is just a random ass extended scene to a show intro.
Yeah,
Whatever, man.
yeah.
There's probably meaning behind it. Anybody wants to know who did that? Matt Groening?
Yeah.
Groening? However you say it.
Yeah, I was more of a fan of Futurama anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blunders, man. They happen all over the place. What about people splicing different stuff and getting stuff?
Boxville.
No, I knew it would. I figured it was going to. I was waiting for something to crash.
And there goes the bag.
Hey, man, we're good.
All right.
What about, like how people worked whatever dirty stuff in the Disney feature films?
Oh, those. Yeah.
Like some,
Yeah,
What do
I
you
know the
think?
ones you're talking about.
what do you think? Spiteful or just people goofing?
I don't know. Because I've seen some of them could be chalked up to being accidental coincidence, and then there's a few where you're like, I don't know, man. That does seem that seems
so far
deliberate.
past the
Yeah.
line of coincidence that
Yeah, like a couple of things where like it looks like boobs here, it looks like a boner there. It's like okay, nah, that could just be misconstrued, or like that could
yeah.
But like I think the one I saw, like a couple, it's like the ones that are freeze framed, and like stuff's written out. I think I saw a couple
Yeah.
times. It's like okay, that one I think's real. Like what is it? Something like I think in the Lion King somebody falls in like a pile of something and then the dust gets kicked up and like on one frame it actually says something written out.
No. Well, I think there's the word sex in the clouds.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
a thing?
Yeah,
Or in the
that's the one I'm
stars,
talking
maybe?
about. Yeah.
Yeah. Coincidence
I don't know.
or designing it in?
I think that one seems like it was thrown in intentionally.
Maybe. Maybe it was, man. Maybe it was. There's people that, if we can think about it. If you can sit there and think it, there's somebody else that can sit there and also come up with that
Yeah.
thought. You know, it's not
Mhm.
outside the realm of possibility. We already brought this up. This is just a TV mistake, and it's the top of the list. The water bottles in jail.
Oh yeah.
How do you? Yeah, I don't know. If you're getting paid money, do you think that was just something they, you know what I mean, overlooked in editing, in post production?
Yeah.
Do you think they overlooked it? Do you think they were focusing on the lighting and the effects and that too much that they didn't notice what was staring at them right in the face?
Yeah, that had to go by a lot of people to miss that too.
What was it on the table? Like a styrofoam Starbucks cup or
Yeah,
something? Like,
that was
a
like-
styrofoam coffee cup
Yep. And then a water bottle behind somebody's chair.
in Westeros.
Yeah. Hey, somebody cracked plastic, man.
Did somebody get fired or get?
Well, I mean, it was the last season, so what did it matter, really?
Right. Do you think maybe?
I mean, hell, the writers kind of like the writers get shit because they kind of checked out
Do you think some of it was intentional? Maybe
for the producers.
like last season. What do we got to worry about?
I don't know. Last day of school.
Screw
kinda
it. Leave it
feeling.
in.
Yeah. Who knows? Well, I hear that. Yeah, because I hear like a lot of the blame falls on the showrunners for kind of checking out the last season because they're directing a Star Wars trilogy. So they're like, who
Oh,
cares?
they are?
Yeah.
What are they directing?
Hmm?
What are they directing?
Well, they're coming up like they're the creative force behind a trilogy coming up.
Oh, a new
A
trilogy.
new trilogy, yeah.
Is Star Wars going to be able to come back? Do you think?
There's still stuff about Star Wars I like.
Right. And there's stuff I still like too. But in your opinion, with the fails of that, is Star Wars going to like?
I don't know. Solo, I didn't find. Solo was okay. I didn't.
It was.
Yeah, Solo was all right.
It was being fair about it. That was a
Yeah.
fairly good movie.
Yeah. But yeah, Rogue One was kind of meh. I mean, it was okay. It was action-y packed, but yeah, not really a lot. Like it was just okay. Everybody dies. Like if it weren't a Star Wars movie, it wouldn't make much sense.
Okay, and
Well, if it wasn't a Star Wars movie, like the characters wouldn't really make too much sense. So you would have no real attachment.
what was the question posed in what was the one we went to see together? Force Awakens?
Force Awakens. Yeah.
Okay, what was the big question posed in that? Who was the girl, right?
Yeah.
Like, who was she really?
Oh yeah, and then
Okay, who did she end up being? Because I didn't really watch all the way through the last one. I didn't really
Last Jedi,
pay much attention.
the bad guy tells her nobody.
What do you mean, nobody?
Nobody. That her parent, like her lineage, like who is she? Like nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So, all these people speculating who,
Yeah.
and she just nobody.
So can it come back? Yeah. Like if they like write it in
Man,
a clever way. Yeah.
That seems like a major cop out. Like somebody
Yeah.
just didn't feel like writing that part.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay, so here's what it goes. So
Or
what
it was
is
a troll. That was a pretty good
What
troll.
Ryan Johnson, what he did, I've heard this from like a few different sources, but like he just kind of like kept subverting expectations. He was like, people think I'm going to do this, so I won't do that. Not realizing that okay, you can do that, but that doesn't necessarily make it good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. He just did the exact opposite of what people wanted.
Whatever, man. It's his movie, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. How would you handle that?
That in the next movie?
No, that exact situation. You are making something that has a massive, massive amount of fanfare. People
Probably,
behind it, people
honestly,
enjoying it.
It's better to play it safe and kind of do like a soft reboot like The Force Awakens.
Right.
Like,
Would you give the fans what they want, or would you do what you want, even if they were expecting something different?
I'd do a mix. You know what I mean?
You do a mix?
I'd do a mix. Yeah.
So you'd kind of like you'd give them the finger,
Here and
but
there, but
you'd
with,
kind of like have your shoulders turned
well,
enough where
you
they
can't-
couldn't see it.
you can't do
dead
it.
on.
Well, you can't do exactly what like they want. You can't do exactly what they're expecting, but like,
Right.
you got to give them a little bit of what they want.
Right, right. I agree. I don't know. I kind of feel like that happened. Like, I don't even know what happened with. I don't know. My best opinion, Lost. It was a good show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I do think that. Who was that?
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, and Damon Lindelof or whoever.
Yeah,
I forget.
Still,
But anyhow.
still have not seen Lost.
I do think those guys writing it in the beginning, they knew how they were going to end it. But I don't think, like, part of the way through, I mean, it was good, and then part of the way through, it just kind of got lost. And they wrapped it up too quick. Like, maybe they were expecting to have more seasons than 6 seasons. And it got capped at 6, so they had to, like, rush everything out. And that, that's what it felt like. And there's still people speculating on and figuring out everything about it. But I don't know, I just felt kind of like the fans of the show got cheated a little, like with how rushed it was toward the end.
Yeah.
And I know they tried to tie up all loose ends, but I still don't feel like that was achieved, not with that show anyways. And I was a fan of that. I watched it as it aired, which is quite an achievement for me because normally I watch everything after it's run. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, you binge.
yeah,
Or watch at your own pace.
yeah, watch at my own pace, binge, whatever. Watch it when I have time. But to watch the show and then wait for the next new episode. That's too patience testing.
So I did it with Game of Thrones, but that's like the last show I've really did it with. I guess Venture Brothers last season I did too. But yeah, not too many shows that I'll do that with.
No.
Yeah.
No, not too many, man. And that's why I kind of fell off with Game of Thrones too, as well. Just
that 2-year wait in between the
Yeah.
last like seasons kind of killed it for a lot of people, I think.
yeah, it's like what I mean. Why was there any actual reason? Nobody makes a TV show like that.
Yeah.
But anyhow, yeah, there's that. I don't know. All I can say is I'm glad I'm not. I'm probably not the guy to be in TV or film or whatever, because I'm probably one of them people. On purpose, I would be leaving the water bottles and coffee cups in scenes.
Yeah.
showing flat Earth outside the windows for real, the way it looks.
Mm. Okay.
That would be
Just
me.
out of
I would be
spite,
spiteful, man, because
trolling.
I wouldn't be in charge. Somebody would be my boss, so I'd have to like get mad at him, but I couldn't do nothing to him
Oh, this is
because
a sly stick
because he's
to
my
him.
boss. So I
Yeah.
have to just slip it into the show and hope nobody notices.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I'm glad it's somebody else's job. Anyhow, man, we got any more shit? Are we gonna head out of here? It's
We had
getting late.
Yeah, it's getting late, man. Getting
I mean,
hungry.
getting late for old dudes.
Well, I just want to get home and get something to eat, man.
Hell yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
What are we eating? What do your house or what?
I
What do you
don't
got?
know.
Good food?
Like meat and pierogies and some
Pierogi. You know
veggies.
what? I'm gonna see if I have any pierogies at home. That's an
Yeah.
awesome idea. Thanks for the inspiration, man.
I eat a lot of pierogies.
Do you like the plain like potato ones?
all kinds, man.
All?
Yeah. Whatever.
You don't discriminate on pierogies.
No.
Good for you.
No. Just I have one of those air fryers, man. They like you put just the tiniest little bit of oil on them, and then put them in the air fryer. Yeah.
Hey,
Keeps them from sticking or getting too crispy. But yeah.
trust in Tim.
Yeah.
He keeps it strictly PC with his pierogies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
Anything else? Let's head out of here.
Let's head out.
All right, we're just gonna let it run, let it burn. If
Yes.
you made it here tonight,
Oh,
thanks
yeah.
for hanging out. Yeah, I didn't even check.
Yeah. Give a
I gave up. The chat is always dead. We don't have enough people to do that.
We keep hitting, like, the past few weeks we've been hitting a lot of like 50 people reached.
But I don't know what reached means.
Yeah,
If-
it
if-
just means that it showed up in their feed technically.
right.
So
I guess so. Probably nothing.
Probably
Maybe
nothing.
maybe something.
they
Who
saw
knows?
it in their feed. Like that's the best I could discern. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not algorithm knowing, analytics understanding
I think they don't
type
like
of
the,
guy.
they don't want you to know exactly, I guess. Seems
Well,
that way.
well, no, that and it's an algorithm. Do you
Yeah.
really understand algorithms? I don't. I'm a math dude.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't this basically like AI figuring this shit out and who sees it and who don't
So
to an extent?
yeah, kinda. But it's just like I don't know. I saw a really good video on like how machine learning works. I think CGP Grey did it. It explains it pretty well.
All right, I'll have to check it out. I don't know. I don't know shit about that, man.
Yeah.
I work with technology, but I don't know shit about
Yeah.
machine learning.
It kind of like just runs a program. Like it's just good at crunching a lot of numbers. Like, but
Wouldn't it be considered machine learning to an extent? Like you watch something on Netflix and then you get more shit recommended that
yeah,
isn't that
yeah. But it's still kind of just working at the basic level of code, where it's just a lot of ifs and thens. If this, if that, if and ands or whatnot. If ors, ands, ors.
all right, people, we're signing off. Machine learning, check it out.
All right.
If you've made mistakes in life and you want to share them, put some comments down there. Let us know.
Yeah. There's some funny ones.
Funny ones.
Yeah.
Dude, I've done dumb shit in my life. I mean, I've done really epically dumb shit, and I've also done dumb shit that's funny.
Yeah.
Like, both ways. Like, anyhow, have a good week.
All right, man.